Welcome back, gamers, to another episode of Yeet Federation. Today we are jumping right back into the land of warfare with Rome Total War. And actually, this one I'm pretty excited to share because this was a battle that took place yesterday. And I'm going to be throwing this up as soon as possible. Possibly it'll be about 2 days after this battle replay. But these enemies of ours were insane. Like... you're about to see a slaughter. Um, on both sides. It literally is like right down to the wire. We have Tylis and Rome versus Masaesyli and Kush. For all around the highest and possibly the strongest factions in the game are on this field. There was literally no punches. No punches out. So we're doing our standard tactic where when you first approach, this is literally the easiest one to do, which is why we show it a lot. So randoms or people who want to get into the game can actually understand how to do a siege before they actually go into one. On Eildon, you'll see a lot of YouTubers and a lot of people like the backseat generals, and I'm no bashing them. This is actually all love to them. Is they say to attack from this side, and yes, because it's the shortest point. But the problem is with that is sometimes the shortest point is going to be the longest drive. So we want to. The objective is to keep enemies spread apart. Keep their armies separate so they can't support each other. Always give like a false like landing. Like move your towers up to the wall and like randomly move them 5 inches to the left, 5 inches to the right. Make them think that you're going around their line and you're going to drop those towers. Or you could actually drop them if it's a good point. If you see a good point where you should land your towers while you're attacking the breach, go for it. If you think you're comfortable with your skill level to do so, do so. But this is for newer. This tactic's really for newer players who don't have that comfort, who are still learning their playstyle. And it's literally the easiest one I can think of. Basically have one. You don't even need to have artillery on the second dude. One person just needs artillery. You come in, you make a breach. The artillery, having multiple artillery is really great to stop with blobbage and stuff. But it's not so great when hold on a second. Oh, not so great with artillery. Sorry about that. I had a brain fart. So there was a little bit. I was playing Tylis. I got caught sleeping a little bit in this fight. I'm not gonna lie there. Masaesyli definitely brought a force that could match Tylis, that matched my force in infantry wise. And Kush brought like 5 or 6 armored chotels and 4 slaves and something else. I want you guys to be surprised for that one. And Disciples of Epidemic. They are literally the most deadliest. If you want to see a unit go by fast, use these guys. If it's high tier or not, Disciples of Epidemic on the Charger, especially with their headhunt and frenzy charge. I think they have both frenzy charge too. But oh yeah, don't do this, guys. If you're on defense, all right, you always leave something to protect the artillery. They had all their infantry over here, and he didn't move. He should have moved this unit over because it was closer. It could have sealed the breach, and it had this backing up unit that was coming through here just sit back, or that unit that was coming back through here just control the hole. Yeah, they tried holding it like this for first, but it's kind of hard if you hold like that. I didn't move these guys. Oh, because we were waiting for the artillery. Must be moving them soon. Yep. Yeah, but this whole battle, this whole game, me and Mr. Thunder over here we're actually amazed at these guys. And there was a pull through towards the very beginning. You might see it on the screen. Just know Kush did not mean to do it. We were talking in chat, and he apologized immediately. It was pathing. So, and you can tell it wasn't intentional. Well, actually, I think it was, but he didn't do it for the rest of the game. That I noticed. Oh, wow. That was really good. He hit Disciples as well. Good job, Hair. Oh, my bad. Mr. Thunder. They were trying to hold it because they didn't want to lose this tower, but I ended up burning it, so it pushes them back to give us more of a breachhead. But all the fighting happens here. This is all we're going to see this whole fight, so I might just leave it like this for a little bit. K mode or whatever. Nah. It looks cool, but can't tell who's fighting. So, with Tylis, I took full opportunity to go and support. Oh yeah, I caught this in the game, and I was telling Mr. Thunder to turn around and protect his artillery. Oof, that was a complete waste of Pila. He's gonna go around, and he's gonna catch me sleeping right here. He's gonna get a few kills on these tribals. But good news is they're tribals, so yeah. We are just alright. So alright, you guys can see my cursor, so I can't draw for some reason. Usually you should be able to. But this line here, this was good. I would have like countered it, like put it counterclockwise to it, like just moved it, rotated it, so it was off center of this one. Is all you have to do is keep them close, because that artillery strike that hits here, all four will probably hit here and kill this line, but then this line would have been safe a little bit. Take the gamble, move your men around, don't keep them lined up like this. Over here with Kush was actually very, very good on his response to it, except for this armored Shotel that is, oh my lord. Dude, I would hate to be a soldier, make my way all the way to the battlefield only to be killed by a giant stone ball. Like, you aren't even in combat, you just got hit by artillery. I'm bringing in my tribals, my first wave. I also had 3 Oathsworn Chevron ones, and then I just pretty much brought tribals and 2 Levy Freemen. But Masaesyli, his skill was, he's if he keeps playing, he's gonna be up there in no time. His skill was very, very impressive. If he isn't up there already, but Kush, Kush was. I think it was more Masaesyli and Kush. It was just his energy was coming off on Kush, and he was just working with it. They worked with each other so well. It was very fluent. They probably were in a Discord group, but. So I moved my towers down this way just in case if I ever get a chance to land them. Most of the time, you don't need to land them. Just the presence of them being there will give you the edge. Because as you see now, they're expanding their line thinner and thinner. And the reason for it, I was trying to do is to completely lure in the archers up here while Thunder snuck up. Because this line, if you have archers up there, that is a juicy, juicy kill box. If you have archers right here. But that's why you combat them. A lot of people who play this game don't know you can move your archers up right here. And also, reason why you see people do this, why in all of our videos if we play on Eildon, why we do this is if there's archers up here on Fire at Will and you have your archers moved up, they'll shoot, or even if they're not Fire at Will, if they start shooting at you, they're going to hit the towers before they hit your archers. Because the arrows come out, and then they come down. As they come down, they hit the towers. That's why we do that. And we got ourselves some slaves. I think I also chevroned my tribals. I'm not sure though. Did I? Oh, not in this fight. Tribals are really like one of those units that do not need to be chevroned. Like they're just deadly as they are. And now what Kush is trying to do, he's trying to give me the he's trying to get me to follow this as all these guys javvy it. Instead, I charge because they're still firing into shield side. Now I'm coming in to collapse the whole line because that gives me 3 units, and that makes this whole engagement gonna have to be over this big area, and you're gonna see a nasty, a very nasty line at the end because this battle literally is now down to a slugfest, and I don't know why all my guys ran that way. Right, oh yeah, because he just ran through. That's the push through right there. He ran through my one travel that was already engaged. Which then made all these guys pathing, try to pull through that one freaking Legionnaire. But I'm kind of glad these guys fought here because it made the battle so much better. Alright, now I sandwiched that cav, so at least half of it's going to die. He's going to try to pull off. As he tries to pull off, a lot of his men are surrounded, which means they're going to get caught up, and they're going to die. So, you got to... best way to take cav is to sandwich it. One of your guys are going to take the charge. That's something that you cannot stop or you cannot fix. Kush wasn't really that great with his archers. Masaesyli actually using his javelin men over here because he's getting sword side shot definitely shows me that he's probably a very experienced player. But if he is a new person and you see this video, dude, all props, man. Very impressive. Yeah, I'm trying to focus on front line while All this is happening on the outside. Kind of gave that archer a lot of kills. But it's okay to make mistakes in this game if you're a newer player or if you're even an experienced player. You just gotta learn to work off of the mistake. You can't just give up if you see you did something messed up that, or like you lose all your archers. Alright, well, it's gonna suck, but there is still ways to win. You gotta now cycle and manipulate your infantry. Cycle charge. Like you're seeing right here. Because I am using the charge bonus, which is another 26 added to damage and to melee attack, if I remember correctly, if that's how charge works. I could be wrong. And you do a hell of a lot more damage. Now, against armored Shotels, you want to cycle those guys down. You don't want them to cycle. If they cycle, it's a bad day. Because they are worth every penny you spend on them. Yeah, Miss Thunder's trying to target some armored Shotels, trying to do some damage to them. We really weren't caring at all for this hill. I forgot all about that tribal. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so how this happened is because when I was pulling off, he still targeted the unit that was running away and the unit that charges in. It looks like a pull through at first, but it's actually because both units charge simultaneously into each other. And units cannot stop. I see a lot of newer players that will complain about because that's what happened and saying that's a pull through, but if you're literally looking, both units are intermingled, and definitely was not. Oof. Now, the thing is with Masaesyli, I will win the charge, but prolonged combat, legionnaires are going to kill me, so I have to keep cycling my men. I gotta use my men to the highest capability. When do I send the big boys in? Because these big boys do work. They die, but they do work. Alright, so the armored legionnaires from Rome comes in. There is I think at some point at time I move these guys around. But like, if you're new to the game, I do recommend watching some of our vids, because most of them, what we do is we try to teach people, like newer players, tactics. Just watch us and see how we do it and just mimic it, and you're going to do great. Granted, there are a lot of counters to it, but with most of the people you play with, if you play just randoms and everything and it's not Discord fights, it's going to work. It will improve your gameplay by so much. I've already been noticing it on in the field that people have started using the same tactic that we use most of the time. We obviously have other tactics that we can use, but not going to give away all our secrets. And yes, we predominantly attack because it's so hard for us to find somebody who is willing to attack us. And it's not because it's a flex. I'm not flexing with it right then and there. I'm just staying because we have each of us probably have over 6,000 hours or 10,000 hours in this game, just multiplayer. And it's a small community. It's mostly when we run with Wild Sweet. They see his name pop up and they just don't want to attack him. Because he always brings chariots, and I have never seen him fail at chariots. And I've been playing with him for almost 2 years now, too. But also, don't look at the battlefield as a full plate. Take it as, okay, first part of battle, we only focus on the breach. We take out the Sally and breach. Second forge of battle, we need to make a breach head, which a breach head is you open up ground past your breach for your army to come in, to sit comfortably so your reserves are literally at the front lines. Next, punch through tier 1 attack, tier 1 defenses, which is right here. This is tier 1. Punch through tier 2, tier 2 right here on this side, and then here and here. Okay, then punch through tier 3 and take home, which is here and here, and then advance because there's going to be chaos towards the end of the battle where everybody's running around. This will be it. Don't, break it down to little jobs too. Like, one person, your job is to do tier 1. Is to get us in, mage the breachhead, and get us through tier 1. And that's predominantly my job. If you notice, I'm mainly the attacker at the very beginning. Then someone else will have a job. Okay, you two, if I'm the one doing it, my teammates need to do archer fights. They need to do archer angles. While I'm doing that, I'm giving them side shots. I'm pulling units out. I'm out of the line, getting police tactics where I move another unit behind them to plug the line while that unit's now by itself out there. And then I have my friends napalm it with arrows. If you look at the battlefield like that, it's less stressful and it's easier to micro. You got to have faith in your teammates. That's why this game is so important. That's the big thing about this game. Alright, the battle is down to 24 minutes. Yeah, this is the Oathsworn that I think is the first one, yeah? Yeah. Yeah, it's still the first Oathsworn, and he just went in. About 20 seconds ago. Already has over 100 kills. Yeah, Masaesyli is definitely an experienced player. But he made the mistake. He left his unit easily flanked and attacked by my man. These guys literally fought to the bitter end. And it's very rare to find people that don't roll over. They fall back to the victory point. It's these guys fought right here. This was the siege. And we got more, was it Legionnaires or cohort coming up. Again, the battle is on ultra funds. We do play a lot of battles on large funds. We predominantly really only show ultra fun battles because that's where you have the more confident player. That gives players more confidence to actually do really good plays. On large funds, most people will tend to like hide inside and wait. No sallies, but on ultra funds, it gives them enough confidence to be brutal. Yeah, that O'Sorn to me paid it for itself. That's off of Armored Chotels and off of Legion Desert Cohort. So, yeah, he paid for himself.
His head is mine.
Don't do it. Don't fall for it. He's going to pull you up that hill and you're going to get trapped.
Forward!
They used their javelin, like Masaesyli used his pilo, really good. The only problem with this combo of Rome, the only range we have is 3 Syrian archers. If Kush brought, in my opinion, I think he could have brought a better unit comp, but I'll explain to that at the end. But he brought a heavy Chotel, armored Chotel spam, which is good. We are going into that. That O'Sorn's finally breaking at 213. They gained background. We fell back a little bit because we kind of had to due to javelin play. And it's not going to go well because it opens up more side shot on this line on sword sides. Like, he's just shooting directly into shields. Alright, to fix this issue, these guys doing this, all we needed to do was put a person here and a person here, make a box, because then it's who wants to play. Do you want to come to me or do you want to come to you? Because right now the real fighting's here, not over there. You could easily block that off. That's where we messed up. We lost a lot more men here than needed. Alright, these guys are a waste of money. Kushite pikes you're about to see get annihilated here later on. I think I told him to just finally silence that archer. Problem with Kush though is he committed a lot of his high-end infantry already, and it's been fighting and getting dwindled down, and he still has slaves left. Now, there's a bad habit that I tend to keep in this game that's going to save us at the end. And that is, I don't use my javelins. I barely ever use javelins in my games. I always save them to the end because you never know what they have hidden back there. And javies hurt more than arrows. Little known fact, I don't know if you guys knew that. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, I do apologize. It took so long for us to get Rome vids out. One of the guys who was supposed to be doing it, he still hasn't uploaded any of the videos that he says he has. So I ended up having to cover down again. So my apologies. I needed to finish up my side of the work before I jump back over to Rome. And so I'm gonna try my hardest to get more Rome vids out for y'all. You deserve it. You've been great. And we might do the month of May be war month, and we'll just do a Rome Total War vid every day. If we can pull that off. It's these battles where some of my recordings only take about 30 minutes to do. These battles can take somewhere over an hour to an hour and a half to do, and there's only so many hours in a day that I actually have time to sit down and do them. So that's why I prefer doing 30-minute vids, so I can get more content out for you guys. If there are other games, other Total Wars you guys would like to see, I have them all. I have all Warhammer, I have Shogun, I have Medieval. If you guys, whatever ones you want to see, or what mods on them you want to look at, or want me to do a showcase on, let me know. I'll do it. No issue. Also know our Discord link is in the descriptions below if you want to jump by and say hi. Be my guest. I'm usually on every day since I really just enjoy my life. It's good being retired when you're young. Alright, this is the part where I just said, fuck it. You know what? You guys wanted to keep doing that shit? I got you. Sorry. I'm trying my hardest to cut back on swearing. I really am. There's no excuse for it.
Get running! Take
You're a good dog.
Get run, Crusher! Forward!
Try getting that Levy Freeman in there through the gap to hold it open, but Masaesyli was quick on it. And I think I was a little too slow because I was microwing. I think I was outside dealing with the general. Yeah.
Warriors, withdraw!
No, girl, you can't. You're not a lap dog. Nope. You're scared of heights, and you're the one that's trying to jump on me, and now you're terrified that you're on me.
Warriors, move out!
We have cut through most of the line over here. This is where the battle's starting to come down to literally nothing. Like, each side's pretty depleted. Like, it don't look like it, but most of my tribals back here I've already fought. I think I have my general who hasn't, and these two tribals back here. And Rome's been taking a beating. Oh yeah, he's killing the disciples. Yes, doing the right thing. You're shooting the disciples of Peter Mac.
Everyone towards you! Warriors, move out! Forward! Yeah! Get your shields up! Take their heads! Cut them! Aye!
Hey, they have frenzy charge, head hunt, and fear, right?
Get running! Warriors, move out!
It don't matter. That disciple's not gonna be able to pay for itself.
Move out!
Oh yeah. General goes in and cleans up. I forgot this part. Alright, you can charge in.
Get running!
Okay.
His head is mine! All right.
My general's just on a killing spree right now.
Let's go! Get running!
There they are. This is why you hold javelins. At least have one team member of your party who's, it's usually the first person that goes in because he can do as much damage, and by the time he gets to final tier, everybody will be a little more depleted than he is. Unless they do what they did here, where final tier was end tier. And the pikemen. There's more of them. I think there's one there and there's one here coming up. But I did like how these guys they fought to the very, very last.
Get running!
And this is where I told Thunder, you should just nuke them because they have literally no armor. 50 armor, it's not as much as you think. Waiting for the archer, I'm going to have to show you. Let's see this pike disappear. Oh, he's using a heavy shot. How about General?
Back, get running! Run, curse you! Kill, kill, kill!
And got into Kush's General. Here comes the elephants. Now I'm forming up a line. I'm going to form up a line, as you will see. Because I knew he was going to run right through that Legionnaire.
Orders, move out! Fire at anyone!
We're going to see how deadly Javies are to elephants.
Pick your targets!
And that is why one of your guys at the end will hold his Javies. Because that armored Chotel might... Oh, no, never mind.
Understood.
Although I wish Rome didn't do that, because he just threw away that Legionnaire for no reason.
Move it! Charge! Fire at will! Control Slogo! Take kill, kill, kill!
Back to the elephant, my bad. And the elephant is down to literally one elephant left with how many kills? 75. Oh, what the fuck?
Break off! Get out!
What is he doing?
Bleed them!
Oh, that must have been fucking idiotic.
Move it! What kid's running?
That Kushite pike broke pretty damn quickly.
Follow warriors! Move out! Move out! Run! Got the charge! Move it!
Yeah, Rome, you don't want to fight Masaesyli's general with yours.
Keep running!
Yeah. The battlefield, when the battlefield looks like this after the battle's done, it was a good fight on both sides. And I think that's it, guys. Oh, 20 seconds. Oh, we're killing the general.
Kill! Kill! Kill!
And that is game. Let's go take a look at the unit rosters and everything. We got Mr. Thunder with 2336 kills and 2441 losses. Yeah. His Legionnaires did okay. My army was 2703 kills with 2459 losses. Oathsworn paid for itself. Started with 1 chevron, gained 2 each. Still had 2 tribals left. Kush with 2170 kills and 2688 losses. Should have brought 3 archers instead of the slave slinger. You should have just brought all 4 archers. I wouldn't even go with those. I'd just bring the regular Kushite. You're on ultra funds, might as well bring the regular Kushite ones. They're better than the Nubians. Get rid of the pikes. Don't bring pikes. The Kushite pikes are a complete waste, and they're 680 gold. Don't spend your money on that. Then we have Masaesyli, who 2636 kills and 2511 losses. Rafid. All power to you, bro. You fought. Okay. His lead cohort did great. His Legionnaires did great. I would recommend, if you're going against Tylis, you know he's going to tribal spam, bring regular Legionnaires, Desert Legionnaires, and chevron them. At least with 1 chevron with the Desert Legionnaires, you'll slaughter each tribal. No problem. And with these funds, you could easily bring the Legionnaires with like double to triple, and if not silver, 1 chevrons on it. Alright, well, you guys take care. If you enjoyed, please hit the like and subscribe. If you didn't, I apologize, I couldn't entertain you. You have a great day and be safe.